Because last time, there were rumblings, I think at the end of the last mission, that potentially... wow, I can actually use my left stick to control the mouse, even if I move the mouse outside the window. That's terrifying. There were rumblings that we were potentially becoming the bad guys. That there were mutterings, I think, that every Ace Combat game, there's always like the twist, there's always like the bit in the middle where the story gets flipped on its head, every single time. And I think we might be nearing that one for us. So I'm going to click resume and we'll carry on from there. Are we about to be promoted to main villain? That tends to happen. The people you're fighting for turn out to, either through design or through opportunity, tend to do a bad thing, TM. Either because they were always going into it duplicitously, or because they get the position where like, oh, it's very easy to do a bad thing for good benefit here.
Prospero, the economic heart of this side of the world. Even the
Oh yeah, we're going back to take back the Cascadian capital.
This was a city whose main purpose was to breed trade, both coming into Cascadia and coming out.
It is breed trade. I heard breathe trade.
Airship port in Cascadia, and when we went to war, the Federation secured it.
How's your subcom game?
The majority of the remaining air traffic, both military and civil, for the Federation operates out of this port. What we're looking at then is the main source of aerial power for the Federation in this
Oh yeah, it was a mix-up, isn't it?
Our objective is twofold then. The elimination of Federation air power outright, and to show the international community that by taking this city, the Federation is...
Presentia is the capital. Yeah, Presidia is the capital, yeah. Prospero isn't the capital. But Prospero is like the staging point for Presidia or something.
On the ground and in the air. However, the time is now to move in and secure Prospero and its port. Ground units have already surrounded the AO and are making their way in. Hitman team, you will be tasked
Mission 2 with Paul and Salvetta. Say hi.
Does not rally a proper aerial defense of the area.
The city is sealed. I know, right?
Constantly been recalled to Prospero, and refitting and rearmament has ensured that there has been a constant counterattack from fighters and attackers stemming from the port. Be aware of reinforcements coming from inside and outside the AO. If this goes well, the enemy will be out of steam, and the Federation will falter when we finally come for Presidia.
Indeed, the capital. Calling it now nukes. Are we going to do full Bel? Are we going to go full Belka? Are we going to go full Belka? Never go full Belka. Anyway, what have you got to play around with? I think we checked last time, but we weren't impressed. Oh yes, the Chimera is a fictional craft. It's a fictional craft, Chimera. And the F-15 SMTD. Or the FS-15 as it's called here, but it's the F-15S/MTD or the F-15 active. Which is basically, there's only one of these planes in existence and it never has any weapons on it because it's specifically a tech demonstration plane for NASA. It was the first plane, I believe, to have thrust vectoring. It was basically the plane that showed that thrust vectoring was possible. I think. I know that, like, the F-15 MTD, SMTD, basically pioneered a lot of tech for NASA, and by extension for everything else as well. Well, mostly air with a bit of ground. Really, the FC-37 is entirely air-based. Intriguing. 27 has bombs, screw bombs. We could take the Eagle. The Eagle has the lags I need for the ground, and also SAAs and MLAAs for air. Yeah, we'll just take the Eagle. We have 120,000, and it's still not enough to buy things like the Chimera. The Chimera would be really nice here. Chimera can get some really, really good missiles. It's also got a really good roll rate and turn rate. Not as good as the F-18, the roll rate, but we just take the Harrier out again. Take the gunship Harrier out again because that's just always a hilarious one. We'll start off with the Eagle. Slot 1. We'll take SAAs. Slot 2 MLAAs because that's a quadruple hardpoint, and we'll take lags on the third slot with flares. Right. What naughty thing will we do to Prospero? because something bad's gonna happen soon. I'm gonna call it. I don't know for sure. I've never played the game, but I'm calling it. During this stream, something bad's gonna happen. Okay, so we got the MLAs there. Ooh, I kind of want to. Can I get a soloing pixie skin on this game? I wonder. I kind of want to know if I can do that. That'd be amazing. The targets? No actual targets as of yet. Right. Okay. We got. Get behind this thing immediately. Oop. Pull. Use some fighting falcons here, come on. Get back into the swing of things, it's been a week. Good angle? Good angle. Oh, railguns. The railguns. I just realized there's railguns down there. Screw that. Where are the railguns? Ooh, hello. F-14. Oh. Ah, okay. I'm not really paying attention to the story, but it looks like you have disgruntled Wingman. Looks like we've got a disgruntled Wingman, which has often in the past been a story beat. God, there's so many missiles. Oh my God, there's so many missiles. Holy crap. Flared me. We'll take it. No, don't concentrate on me. I'm fine. I'm not that deadly, promise. I'm just like, I'm friendly, and, you know, people like me. I make really good coffee. Just, you know, stop fighting and I don't have to shoot you down. That's that simple. Where the hell's that bloody railgun? Are those friendly railguns? I don't know where they're firing from. I genuinely can't see where they're firing from. Oh, from you. Like, hang on. I love that they're called spam rams. I love that they're called spam rams. Destroyed, nice. Okay, ooh, hold on. I'm not gonna call it kill stealing because there was loads of them. Away. Yeah. Oh, there's so many of them. think we almost kissed there. Yeah, I'm sort of pause here as a moment. Because stuff is happening in the comments, I have no idea what it is. Not a clue. Not a clue. Like, it's a problem I always have with Ace Combat as well. There's clearly like something happening there. There's an argument going on with the Federation, but I've not got a clue what's happening because I'm spending too much time flying. Is that complete? Yeah, battle crews are online. Oh, he's dead. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn around and deal with that. Ow. Railgun to the face. Railgun to the face.
Cleared for guns. Monarch got another one. Killing you, Crimson Man. Steve trying to cover the monitor retreats. Fox 1. Monarch, you locked on.
Ah, too close. Too close, too close. Now, you still got railguns, let's deal with that. Let's go back to dealing with you. I don't think these are on the right side. Oh, it was. Whoa. That's a railgun ship down, at least. Ooh, multiple cars killed? Really? At that range? I was not expecting that.
Monarch, track him down. Kill confirmed.
There you are, come on. Say hi.
Hitman 1, Fox 2.
Hey, Boscaro.
Monarch, you're locked on.
Any kills? Nope, no kills that one. Did that hit?
Confirmed enemy kill. Good zone, good zone.
Ah,
Monarch, enemy's locking onto you.
we're jousting.
Missile away.
Okay. What's next? What's left? Okay. Not much. Maybe 5, 6?
Missile is on the way.
Every missile is based off a specific
Hard rock.
so like standard missiles are basically based off sidewinders. Sorry, no, that's a lie. Standard missiles are based off AMRAAMs. I believe we haven't seen them yet, but the QAAMs or whatever they have here instead of that usually are based off Sidewinders. The SAAs are based off harms. Weirdly, the MLAAs here are based off AMRAMs, but they should... No, they're based off harms. That's weird. They are based off Sidewinders. What the hell? They've used different missiles for the models.
Holy shit! Thermal signature rising.
That's not good.
This is Galaxy. This is AWACS Galaxy to Alcon. I repeat, this is AWACS Galaxy to Alcon. Alcon. We have incoming ordnance. Cruise missile.
Okay, we're nuking this place. Where are we good? Whoa! Jesus. 15? 12? I'm counting. They're probably nuclear? God damn it. Oh Jesus, we can't... I don't think we're supposed to stop this, by the way. I don't think we're supposed to stop this at all. Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not stopping those. What else is there? You notice that they're not actually targeted, they're not marked as priority targets either. Am I still being chased by a bloody fighter? Really? I am. Right, screw that. I'm after the fighter. I don't think they're nukes, but they're I think they're made from that crazy magic element. There's a reason for that, buddy. It's because you're being hit by incredibly scary weapons. Yeah, you're causing earthquakes. Well done. I'm heading to the source, or at least I can start maybe pick them off at range. We're not stopping this. Jesus. Prospero's literally burning out with screens which I'm not suing. We're basically recreating the event that caused the world to be screwed up. Yeah. Basically, if you saw how the world map is screwed up, it was because of a cordium explosion, and it's basically we're just doing it again. Humanity discovers massive super energy element. Oh god. I could stop those missiles, but I don't really want to. I don't want to see what happens here. You as in, like, humanity as a whole. Yeah, we are royally screwed. There's the heel turn. Not sure who it is, but someone had a massive heel turn right now.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone out
Avion.
there? This is AWACS Galaxy to anyone on this net. Please respond. I need damage reports.
Am I pulling up? No.
Still here, I think.
It's gonna be you, isn't it?
Hitman 3, that thing's alright. What the hell was that? Hell if I know. Check your radios. I can't raise anyone on the horn. My GPS is out too.
You see the stuff on the ground? It's like the apocalypse.
It's not our problem. Hitman team push 120 and link up with my plane. We are RTB.
120. Okay. Mission over.
This country's gone insane.
I hear you, buddy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 100, 120. It's irrelevant, but I just wanted to do it. Although even this screen is screwed up.
Calamity. That's what this is. This is what it had to be, right? Right? My God.
There's not even a debrief. There's not even a debrief. Knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Hitman,
Oh
stay
my
cool with
God.
my plane, because I don't know if my transmission
Oh my
range is
God.
anything at this point. Rosedale isn't responding on any frequency or any other rebel base I have on record. Hell,
I've been
my
restocked,
stations
thankfully.
are down.
Magical plane restocking hasn't happened.
Signals. You see what's happening on the ground?
Hey, Galaxy, is this what I think it is? You know what? Don't answer that. We should be getting out of the AO, out of this country. What the hell are we doing heading back to base? Because we're mercenaries, not heartless. We have to go see if the boss and the rest of Sicario's okay.
Hey, Galaxy.
Besides, we're not getting far if this is as widespread as it looks.
Are we going to land this thing? You want me to land? Is that what you want me to do? Are we doing flyover here? I haven't put my wheels down. Can I put my wheels down? If we're going to land, I'd like to fire the lag that's under my hull nose. That's probably a bad place for a nose. Take a second. This is very much Ace Combat.
No reason to touch down to get our stuff.
I should be close enough to transmit now. Breaking gravity for a second. Rosauer, this is Galaxy. Transmit on any frequency on this range to signal that you arrive. Come on, I'd rather not inherit a graveyard.
Getting visual.
More than that, getting contact.
Hi.
We're really doing this again?
Mother Goose. Or Master Goose. Really?
Here I am, Hitman. You fired up. Go shoot me down.
It's that pilot from our shore. Along with her own pack of mercenary dogs.
Oh, she was the one that was in the she was in the railgun plane.
What's the better deal? It's your business. I'm sure you guys understand.
Just what we needed. Calm and engaging.
Oh, she's the one MTZ.
Diplomat going in. Don't like our odds here.
Now we're playing anyway.
Oh my god. Destroyed? Destroyed. Okay.
Sicario is toast, Mick. You just cut it and run.
You think I'm running? All my stuff's down there.
We don't have the fuel to make it out of Cascadia anyway.
Okay. Galaxy's clear.
You're too good at your job, Roddock. These incoming are right being around here.
Wow, professional jealousy, really?
Yourself?
Bloody hell, what way's up, what way's down? There's frost, okay. XPF. Probably a super plane.
Monarch opening fire. Monarch missile on the way. Missile is tracking.
Okay, it's gonna take a long time for me to kill you, isn't it? Okay, I just lost you. Oh, good hit.
Take us out for a second date, sweetheart.
What is that thing?
Missile away.
What a weird plane design.
It's nice that you mark a target bonus too.
Whoa! 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 That was awesome! The hell is that? That's crazy. What is that? Crazy flare system?
Nice kill.
Knocked down something. How are you again? Man. Whoa. Active flares. They feel like active flares.
Enemies getting radar locked.
Man, comic, can you kill the last planes flying around, please? I'm kind of soloing this thing. Can you actually just kill the target? I'd love it if you could. Gotcha. There. Hey, what does this even look like from in here?
Monarch, the enemy's locking onto you.
Something was shot down. No idea what the hell it was.
Monarch, good luck.
There.
You're in gun range.
I know, I'm firing. Gotcha. There's a little bit of yellow health, like, down here, isn't there? There was like there seems to be like a little bit of health on the third bar. Master Groot Squadron was still fighting. Wasn't Master Groot Squadron in the very first mission of the game? Basically, you're attacking a place, an island in the first mission of the game, and the Master Groot Squadron is a squad hired by the enemy, but they get there too late. Like, you've already wiped them out by the time Master Groots get there. So there's this whole thing about we're mercenaries, it's only business, which is exactly what they basically parrot back at you now. They basically use your line against you. Early in the game, you wipe out their client and you say and your assassin says to them, it's his only business, you're mercenaries, you know what this is like, and they just basically parroted that line back to you. They were neutrals because we killed their boss. Otherwise, we would have been fighting each other. We just shot down Frost. There's health over there. Whew. Good fight though. Way less annoying than the other one. Whoop.
Hold on, clearing up the signal. I recognize this pattern. This is Assassin 1 to all surviving units. Seize radio silence. Good God, you were playing possum? You don't get my job that easy, Dominic. All survivors, saddle up and get airborne. We want above this go rodeo as soon as possible.
Any of the circus survive?
Yeah, one plane. We're gonna get a head count soon. Why?
Load up the stuff in our barracks, sir. It's the least you can do for us after saving your asses.
Fair enough, Hitman 3. The runway seems intact. Get down here and fuel up. I think we've about overstayed our welcome.
Yeah, we
What are
did.
we gonna do now? We're dead men. We're dead. The entire Bounty Hunters Guild is gonna be right up our ass the second we're in any airspace that's not here.
Why?
Figure out something. Let's just get down to the boss and see what we've got.
Sicario, I'm glad I've caught you. You better not be leaving. I don't think we're staying, if that's what you want. You have a contract to complete. I'll switch your IFS to hostile real quick, flyboy. Don't test me. Wait. I want to tell you something in person. Please, just hear me out. Stick around for 5 minutes, I beg you. Dust Mother, I don't like where this is going.
Why are we gonna have bounty hunters on ourselves? What the hell happened? Basically, we were fighting to get. We were taking. Whole plot recap. Right, the world is screwy because of this element called cordium that they discovered, and cordium explodes when it touches cordium or something. So there's a massive calamity, which is why the world map is screwed up. And basically, the Federation just used cordium missiles and a scorched earth policy from helping us to stop us from taking Prospero. So they literally set Prospero on fire, but the cordium reacted with cordium on the ground and basically enacted a second calamity. So basically, the Earth is screwed. I'm not entirely sure why we got bounty hunters, because we're not exactly loving this world. But yeah, read the lore docs to figure it out. Probably, yeah. But we didn't do anything uniquely bad, did we? We were trying to stop the cruise missiles, if anything. The Federation just committed like a massive war crime. It's a war crime. They committed a crime against humanity.
We've had a really, really bad day, Stardust. You'd be making a big mistake if you told us to stay. You know that?
Listen to the lady. She's got rank on you, if you remember who she is.
Quite frankly, Major Lund, I don't give a damn who you are. And I understand. You don't want to be here. That's as true today as it was when you, Hitman, left Cascadia the first time, right?
You don't know a lick about us.
You're on our ride out of here. Either pay to come with us or go. Whatever you do, don't waste our time.
If I may make Cascadia's case, you're still contracted to Cascadia, Sicario. You have a bargain to fulfill, and quite frankly, you're worth more to us now than ever.
Look outside. You think there's a Cascadia left?
It looks worse than it is, promise. My countrymen are scattering to safe zones to shelter in place. We'll return soon enough after this hell passes. When we do, we'll need your help.
Me and my soldiers don't fight losing wars.
This war will not be lost. Not with all of you still remaining.
All of us? What do you mean? Sicario has been nearly wiped.
Perhaps. But for a man of your boss's particular persuasion, Cascadia will offer you this to rebuild.
There's nothing you can offer to get me to die for a lost cause. The Earth itself opened up to fight you. Don't you understand that?
Ooh, something big's on the table.
Jesus Christ.
Is that enough? Is that everything you want?
A mission?
Orders, and what you need to carry it out. Go to the periphery and bring back everyone who can fight beneath your banner. For all Cascadia knows, you can just take this and run away with it, never to return. But we put our trust in you to come back with the cavalry. If not, well, I guess you'll just be the low-life mercenary that turned away when history needed him most.
You really are that desperate, aren't you? We'll see.
We won't. We have targets on the back of our head. People will come hunting us. I don't care what Kaiser does, because it doesn't involve us.
You three are our best pilots. Cascadia will protect you when this war has ended.
You're a fool for even trying to promise that. We aren't for sale. We're leaving. Go ahead and lose this war. This is your great lie in it.
And you think running will be any better for you? The Federation has got your number. And as far as I can tell, Cascadia is the only shot all of you have for living out the rest of your lives.
Send them for all I care. We're dead men walking.
Damn it, listen to yourself, woman! Even if me and Monarch let you carry out this death wish of yours, we'll still be caught up with it. Stardust here, at least it sounds like he has an alternative.
Correct.
What's that?
Why don't you take a look first, Commander Franken?
What the hell? That's... It's not for me.
Come on, man, what is it?
Take a look for yourselves.
I want to see.
Is that what I
I
think
want
it
to
is?
see. It's mean.
Oh, shit.
You pull through for us, I will give you more than your freedoms, your lives. It'll be like as if the last 20 years never happened for you. You can have your new start, or continue your life as it is right now. But this, it'll let you do that. You'll be free. You can do whatever you want. Cascadia owes you to have this.
This deal. If we make it, if you give us this, nothing goes back to normal.
It's better than nothing. Hell, a whole lot better than nothing. Galaxy, you stick around with Hitman. They'll need you. I'll go out of country for a bit. Gather up an army.
Oh, come on. What the hell? Why do I get to stay?
Because I own you still. That and you'll do more good here as I go recruit.
You'll stay in country, continue the fight, keep us above ground.
Well, we'll need a base for that. Rosedower is about to be swallowed.
We're working on it. Options are slim at the moment, but...
There's a highway that never got the funds it needed out by the Daner Valleys. My dad saw to that. I know how Cascadian infrastructure bills were. The section should still be there?
Aye. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Lead the way?
You're still full of surprises, Peter.
I aim to entertain.
So
Well, that's it then.
Peter London.
Hitman,
No,
I'll be seeing you.
London is the London
Yeah,
is his
find
comic.
your place and stand by.
What's
If
the
those
diplomat's name?
highways
Peter
you say
something.
Are good, we'll be sending more pilots your way to support. When the orders come down, you better be up to it.
So basically, we're running this place now. I think. Recording feed? Yes. No. Hello. I think we're running this place now. Oh, right. Okay, I was gonna say, we fought something. Oh, yeah, we did fight something. Technically, there was a fight here. 3 XPFs and 4 Well, I got all the kills. Thanks very much, Hitman. Kennedy, yes, it's Peter Kennedy and something London. We don't know her name yet, I don't think. We're still getting interference from the Cordium, though. Yeah, there's still Cordium.
Got some interesting airmail. Looks like we've got a mission lined up. Among the first of the Independence Force assets which we were able to recover outright from the geothermal disaster were the partisan scout units. Woods people and rangers from our park services who were no stranger to dangerous terrain. When combined with natives from the Dustlands or volunteers from
there were way more circles here than there were before. All those small circles on the right were not there before. That's literally where Prospero was.
Out of range of any notable geothermal hotspots have become rallying points for the Federation. And as our partisan scouts have observed, the largest one in this immediate region is at the historic Bright Fortress and Weather Facility. Tactically, in the early stages of the war, this installation was of marginal importance, often being used as a secondary base for damaged aircraft to land at and to bounce signals from the now disabled Solana Com facility. Its location in a relative geothermal safe zone, however, has made it a new rallying point for the surviving Federation forces in this area. On-the-ground intel has denoted that these forces are gearing up to renew the offensive in this area, and if they do, the Federation would have started the momentum first on reigniting this war. Hitman Team, you are to lead our surviving Allied pilots on a tactical strike on this facility, denying the Federation the first move.
So that's it, huh? Business as usual? They fly out a letter and we're going back out.
Better than sitting on concrete all day. What are you complaining about anyway? At least you're getting paid for it.
Your planes are good. Munitions and fuel all set. Hitman Team, it's your call to go up.
Alright. If you got new toys to play with. It's all about the new toys. It's always about the new toys. Always about, do I have a new toy to play with? I don't see any new toys, unfortunately. I still can't afford the Chimera. For quite some time. That is 2,000. That's 285,000. Shame, because it'd actually be quite useful now. It was mostly ground, wasn't it? It was mostly ground with a smidgen of air. Might just be with Mig again, because you tend to be quite good against the ground, don't you? You're quite good against the ground. Yeah, you're a good mix of air and ground. It might just be you again. Besides, you maneuver very well. I did definitely notice how sluggish the Eagle was compared to the Fulcrum. This is actually noticeably worse at dogfighting. Not by much, but I was surprised by how noticeable it was. It yaws better, but it cannot turn as well. It's also not as fast and doesn't accelerate as well. This just has a way more versatile weapon system. Anyway. There were some air targets as well. So I'm going to go for SAAs. Go for burst rockets and lags. Every single time I do this, I regret it. We're going to do it nonetheless. I want to see if I can make it work today. Every single time I pick the AoE limiter, I regret it and have to go back and pick flares. Ooh.
Weather's clearing up. This is your one shot to take it out for a bit.
Alright. Let's take off. This is an abandoned highway. Okay, so it figures out like that was it. Peter's dad was Cascadian government, sounds like corrupt Cascadian government. Yeah, there's the end of the road. Wheels up, come on. Ree Valley. Bye, Hornet. Right. A railgun? There's a railgun. Missiles away. Oh. We're firing cruise missiles now, are we? Oh yeah, I haven't got flares. Oh, hang on. Someone's got the crazy system. Who's got the crazy system? Oh god. Ah! Close. Too close, too close, too close. Is that ours? Or are we firing railguns or are they firing railguns? Okay, wait, we've got railguns as well then. It's not just them with railguns.
Why are we even fighting here?
Very good question. Why are you even fighting here? Please tell me. In 20 words or less, why are you still fighting here? You're down. Good. Lags away. Ow. He railgunned me. Whoa. Did it again. Ow. You better... Really? I can't believe that worked. Oh my god, this is actually amazing. Are you down? You are down. Okay. I gotta say, the area limiter makes for some amazing shots. Tail stealer. Hits, one hit, not killed it. Oh, my target. Right, where's our next target? Over there. For the glory of the future of the Cascadian people. I'm not entirely sure who's the good person anymore, so I wouldn't necessarily bank on the Cascadian people too much. Okay, we'll get one rocket burst on you. Ooh, that's new. Has that been there the entire of today? The top right of the screen, the total score bit with. Because that was not there when I stopped playing last time. Maybe they patched that in. Because that was not there before. Like, not today, but that was not there like in previous streams. I wonder if they patched that in like over the last week or so.
Ground unit knocked out.
Is left alive? One radar still alive. Oh, okay, fine. You kill it.
This abomination. It should have enough juice to get us into the fight.
Holy, what the hell?
Engage. All units be advised.
It's a Bane blade! It's a Bane blade!
Land battleships, it looks like.
Come on, you pissants. Shoot me down.
Right on target. These things, impractical SOBs. Stacked up. Target down.
Okay, let's be a little bit careful because I'm a bit. Ow. Yeah. Again, I haven't got flares anymore. You haven't got flares. You can do this, but that's because you haven't got flares.
Warning, missile inbound.
Okay. Oop, ow.
High 6. Enemy blocking down anything countermine.
I think I just got a load of stuff off that one. Oh god. Ow, 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 ow. 2 HP, 2 HP, 2 HP, 2 HP. Ow. Took out some. Oh, 1 HP. Okay, cool. Woo! Oh god! Ah! Wow.
Search and rescue teams.
Real gun on my face. Okay. Okay, okay. Bombs would actually work for that. More like rats. No, they're not. They're not even like rats. Hanger. Like Twitch, because I think actually bombs would actually work well because they move quite slowly. They're all kind of clustered together, so bombs would actually work. Who's actually got? You got UGBLs, don't you? Yeah, you do. Okay, you take that. Take in. Take in impact missiles. You take GBLs. Actually, never mind. Back. You can take MLAs. So take MLAs there. UGBL. There you go. Why do the railguns leave a deadly trail? That's not how they work. Don't question it. That's my advice to you. Just don't question it.
Weather's clearing up. This is your one shot to take out for a bit.
One shot, one opportunity. Well, they're called railguns, but yeah, again, they're probably not as we understand them now. They're moving. First of all, the projectiles move way too slowly to be railguns. We actually drop 4 bombs at once, which is interesting. Maybe plasma beams, which also don't really make sense. You couldn't do that. You couldn't fire a beam like that in an atmosphere. Too much in the way. Like you care about civilians. When did you last care about civilians? You guys, like, you basically carpet nuked a country. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Go take out that thing.
Fox 2, good separation. We didn't expect the rebels to get back up so soon. Damn it.
Been 2 months.
Why are we even fighting here? Missile Bay.
Cascadia, Monarch. I don't think they should have waited. I know we're mercenaries, but what Stardust offered, no one should have it. It's too much power. It's not for us. I'm still with you, though. Promise.
What did they offer us?
Monarch, the enemy's locking onto you.
I bet you they offered us like complete like immunity from something. Like we can do whatever we want. We won't get prosecuted. Like no war crimes, nothing.
Fox 2, good separation. Fox 3. Fox 2. Nice kill. Taking damage. Fox 2.
Woo! This is the rapid cannon. It is not. I want the heavy cannon. Fine. If I have to basically go swing back, I'll swing back to this. Yeah. I dive down for you. My kill. Okay, that's that. There's a those done. All that's left is that nucleus over there. There's still one left. Let's slow this the hell down, because if I'm going fast, I can't actually drop bombs accurately, unfortunately. Really? 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 Okay, fine. Have it your way. some civilians weren't equal to all this. Jesus, guys. Wow, okay. Someone chose to be competent today.
This abomination. It should have enough juice to get us into
Right.
a fight. We'll be sitting ducks to that mercenary. You don't know that. Engage. All units be advised. Seems like the power
Okay, that didn't quite work.
battleships, it looks like.
No, okay. A little bit faster than that. I shouldn't have committed 4 bombs to that. Okay, I'm gonna bomb myself if I do that. Let's go for the other one. Could have got more range than the other one. Oh god.
Ordnance deployed.
Oof, that worked. That actually worked. Cool, we got the kill. Nice. Please don't let there be any more of these. There's probably don't need to do. I'm gonna try just 2 this time. Let's go for a dive bomb on this thing as well. Or just 2. Probably just one. Like 1 and get the angle right. Still fire a straight line afterwards. Everything? Not quite. Okay, this is not the. I can't do the fulcrum spin in this thing. That's not a try. Whee!
All Federation units are either no factor or destroyed. Inman team, remain on station for one last sweep and then RTB. Or RTH. Whatever, just come back to the highway.
Return to highway. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of the unguided bombs. It was helpful there, but I probably could have done it with 2 bombs rather than like 4. We're gonna land this thing.
Got visual on you. You're clear to land.
Alright. Why are we so far off? Jesus! Why are we starting so far high? So high? God, this just looks like a nightmare waiting to happen. You didn't even tell me what runway you want to put. I'm putting down this runway here. You haven't got a choice now. Whoa! Ah! Who put a missile in the middle of the bloody runway? Why was there a missile there? Just random missile vertical. What the hell was that?
Bring it in, Monarch. Watch the side.
I didn't straight to like. I think only one wheel caught, so it spun me. It spun me one side. Why was I starting so far up and so far to the right? Right. Slow it right down. Okay, that's a bit too far down. A bit too slow. Okay. Go. Why was that? I don't see any missiles on this one. That was a missile, right? I'm not. Hi, Skypion. I'm not crazy. That was just literally like a missile just standing like in the middle of the road. Why was that even there?
The operation was a success. Federation forces in this area have been scattered and rendered no factor. If not the elements, then our secondary forces, when they sweep through, will deal with any who remain. In parallel with this mission, several other organized IF forces launched similar attacks on unprepared Federation units. With this kickoff, we can chase the Federation back into Presidia, and hopefully off of Cascadia forever. The Federation is disorganized, on the retreat.
No kidding,
They
everyone
know
is.
what we've been through, and unlike them, we will not make their mistakes. Hitman team, stand by.
Yes, we have a bit of jamming going on. The accordion jamming is still an issue.
This is Dr. Scott Dombrowskis transmitting from the University of Presidia with an update on the geothermal activity that has wrecked our nation. As we've learned, the Ring of Fire as a whole has erupted in varying degrees of disaster throughout, so we Cascadians alone are not bearing the sole brunt of this reprise of the calamity. That being said, as we are at the epicenter, we have had...
Oh, the whole Ring of Fire is blowing up.
Is over now. Cordium reactivity is down to normal ambient levels in all but the most concentrated areas, and so we can expect a cessation of geothermal storms and tectonic disturbances.
Good.
I advise high caution to any who would dare move from shelter or travel in affected areas. But for the most part, the natural dangers that remain will be a great deal less of an issue compared to the destructive effects from the loss of infrastructure and ongoing wildfires. However, rest assured, it's not going to get any worse.
Why are there two ships that just say aircraft on them
That's a
in
word from
the water?
professor himself. Hitman, the damage this disaster did on us is not to be understated, especially on our Air Force. We're not the only ones operating out of a highway right now, and we're lucky. You're not even a full squadron. That being said, you're the most combat capable right now, and in order to
Aircraft
rectify
carrier, I
that,
guess.
we're returning to Prospero.
But
With that
I'd have
big
carrier
evidence,
as a name rather than
even all
aircraft.
damaged,
This is the
it'll
music.
Still serve as the best operating base for the final operations.
We've been able to get in contact with surviving scouts in order to scope out Prospero, and as far as we can tell, it is now abandoned ever since this calamity took hold.
Oh, they're the
Residual
aircraft,
effects
okay.
subsiding.
The air-
Now is
the
time to
air
pick up
cruisers.
where we left off. Hitman team, move into the airspace above Prospero and maintain air superiority as we move manpower. and
Aircraft on
equipment in.
vacation.
Initial recon denotes that there is nothing in the way of any Federation ground forces in the surrounding areas or on site, so the biggest threat will come from the air. Equip your planes appropriately. Wheels up in the hour.
Apparently there are recon arrays on the ground and some auto AA, so... Now what are we playing with? New toys. Ooh, with VX-23. That's new. Can't afford it, but there it is. Is that a Y? VX-23, is that just a Y-23? YF-23, sorry. YF-23. No, it's not a YF-23. That's like it's got the lines of an F-22 on it. What is this then? Oh, is this the F-22? Is this the F-22? Is this the F-22? Or is it the B? What's it called? A F-22B. Not the Honda engine, the fighter. Google. It's got canard wings. Variants. That's not that. It's YF-22. F-35? No. I don't think it's an F-35. I doubt it. Well, it's not in this regular loadout anyway. Yeah, the canard wings are there. Aren't there in the F-25, and the front of the air intakes are wrong. It's got the general shape of an F-22. A Chengdu J-20. Good good call. I don't actually know what the J-20 looks like. Yeah, is that not entirely, but it's got the canard wings of a J-20, but it's not got the air intake of a J-20. The air intake of a J-20 is a bit more pointy. But I definitely... Is there a J23 or something? Is it like a J23 or something? 'Cause it definitely looks the most like a J 20. See, because is there a mouse? Have I got a mouse? Okay, because the air intakes don't look like a J20 there. Yeah, I can definitely see this being a mix of the F-22 and the J20. I can definitely see that, because it's got the canard wings of the J20, but it's got the general shape of an F-22. It's like the Chinese made a good copy of F-22. Well, that's what the J-30 is, isn't it? The J-30 or the J-31 is essentially an F-22. I mean, it looks cool. Like, I can't afford it, so it's irrelevant, but it looks cool. Because I can see it's got the. I wish I could move the camera around here, the click and drag to move it. Because the canard wings are there. The wings are kind of like F-22-ish. The engine's similar. Weird mix. Anyway, still can't afford anything else useful. You can go like. What would I want? This, to be honest. If I'm honest, I'd love to have this. This thing probably dogfights like a dream. And that acceleration. The acceleration on this thing, the turn rate. Yeah, the roll rate isn't as great, but the turn rate is massive. The yaw rate's pretty damn decent. Acceleration is the fastest acceleration. It's on par with fastest acceleration. Yeah, fastest acceleration. Not the fastest. Yeah, the response rate is that. Was 3.1? Hey, Martha with the 5 gifts, much appreciated. Hello, thank you very much. Chaitan, Trasosi, Skypion, Neon Nevek, and Dazrael. Diazrael or Dazrael? Ah, thank you very much. Much appreciated. So we want it's mostly air with a smidgen of land, which again screams MiG-29 because it's just I want something new to play with, and the next thing I want to play with is this thing, and I can't afford it at the moment. So we're taking you out again because you're just the most fun to play with. Taking some SAA, MLAA, Lag 2. Flares this time because no messing around with the area limiter. How much they lied to me.
It's quiet.
It'll show you pretty. Stardust, you got a read? Affirmative. We'll be moving personnel by helicopter and cargo plane shortly. Hitman, remain on station.
Okay, what do we got? Helicopters. Ooh, helicopters over there.
Hitman team, we've got some Fed-tagged IFFs around. Patrol forces, most likely. Take them out before they collect too much intel about what we're doing.
Easy enough. Let's go break even, Monarch.
Hitman 1, missile tracking, evade. You're in gun range.
It's behind me? Phantom? Really?
Monarch missile away. Down.
Oh, nope. Where are you, buddy? There you are. That would be because I shot it.
Hitman 1, Fox 2. Hitman 1, Fox 3.
Alright, what do we got? Some ground units still.
Monarch opening fire.
We got targets over that side? Yeah, we do.
Missiles on the way. We got beacons. Aircraft type unknown. Pushing from Bering 000. Hitman team, intercept. Hell.
Ooh, boss fight.
Unsurprising. They always return to the scene of the crime. Tell you what, 3 bandits. It has to be him.
Wow.
Of course it is.
Crimson again? Well,
Looks like it's Crimson. Hitman team, engage. I have units in the area aren't in a position to help you out. I'm sorry.
can we actually get a shot on it?
Crimson Squadron, engage. Avenge this land. Fox 2, Fox 2. Hitman 1, missile tracking, evade.
New Terminators.
Be protected. Hitman 1, you have to be fed. Do you see the problem here? We are the sheepdogs.
Sheepdogs are the sheep to slaughter, you asshole!
Goodbye, one. Where are our QAAMs when you need them? Ow! What? Stop turning. Never stop turning.
I should have killed you when I had the chance.
When did you ever have the chance? Hey, I flared. I flared, dang it. This is gonna be a Harrier time, isn't it? It's gonna be Harrier fun time. Oh, Jesus.
Fox 2, good separation.
Yeah, we're gonna bring the Harrier for this, I think. Yay! That's me in trouble with YouTube already. Whenever you play that, YouTube flags up the video for copyright for DMCA. I should probably remove that from the list because it creates me a hassle in the long run. Yeah, I need to remove it. To be fair, not that one. It's It's the George Michael one that causes problems. I haven't checked Epic Sax yet, so maybe I'm okay, but I'd be surprised if it would give me anything. Back here, you. My god, I love Diplomat. I love Diplomat so much right now. Stop talking to me, I'm trying to kill you! Right, I'm swapping to the actual boss killer. We're swapping to the boss killer because we need a boss killer. Alright, boss killer time. Screw you. We're taking the boss killer. We touch missiles. I don't care. I have a million guns. I kind of want to pay more attention to the boss fights because I want to see what the hell they were talking about before Hitman just told them to shut up. Like, oh my god, just shut up! Just shut up! Don't care, shut up! That was awesome. Truly a man after my own heart. Dead already. I do not care. You want to fight me? You can fight me with my guns. This is the boss killer. Because people can try to outsmart. People can outsmart me. I've yet to meet someone who can outsmart the bullet. Very much shotgun playing. I'm saving the shotgun for later though. I'm just saving the shotgun for later. if Cthulhu is... Don't ask me, but it is amazing. It is so maneuverable. And it is... Because of the gun pods, you can just kill so many things, because things don't dodge guns. They can... Like, the boss swings, like, do crazy maneuvers to avoid missiles. Like, maneuvers that they should not be able to do, they do to avoid missiles. I'm just like, I don't care. You avoid missile, I hit you with gun. My missiles are essentially guided ground. Are exactly, basically my missiles are actually grounded, guided bombs. That's what my missiles are. Just guided bombs. Because I bring the guns.
Aircraft type unknown. Pushing from Bering 000.
Alright.
Hitman team, intercept.
Let's slow down to nice hover. Let's just hover for a bit. The best part is we're hovering. So are they. Look. I'm going at 10 knots. How are they not falling out of the sky? I'm in a Harrier. Hitman is not moving right now. Hitman is just standing still. Don't care. Turns out that an MiG-29 and an F-15 can also hover if they try so much. It's amazing. Right, anyway, shotgun time. Excuse me? Avenge this land? Do you not know who actually dropped the missiles here? It was one of yours. Hi, buddy. Come on, buddy. I got a shotgun with your name on it. One. You never had the chance to kill me. No, we ran away from them the very first time we met them, right? The very first time we met them, we ran away from them. Oh, that's fair enough. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Wow, running scared? You're in a Terminator. You're running scared from a Harrier? Really? I've got no health bars. I just realized that I haven't actually got any health bars on any of them. This is inconvenient. I don't know what damage I'm doing here. swear to God, like, I love Hitman right now. Like, Diplomat, you're a legend. He's trying to monologue as a my first damage. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love it. Oh, hello. Change targets real quick. No kidding. Hi. And where's the last? There's one, should be one more. There it is. One more Terminator. Where are you, buddy? Get back here. In your high energy turrets.
Enemies locking on. Break.
Ooh. And someone else got a kill. Or was that just queued up from a previous death? There's just too much stuff going on. Jesus. You just stopped midair. I'm not allowed to do that because I'm a Harrier, you're not. Bye. Right. No, there's still 4 fighters left. Okay, 3 fighters left. I'm running out of shotgun ammo though. You are being shot at. Well done. Captain Obvious over here. Was it? My condition's good. Airframe solid. Boom. Oh no! Oh no! I gotta be honest, like their confidence is surprising. I'll take care of this one. Really? What gave you that idea? I've got a Harrier. You've got like Terminators and some kind of weird mix of an F-22 and a Chengdu J-20. What on earth makes you think you can take me on? I want to fly a biplane in this game. I want to fly a biplane in this game. I want to make it work. Just let me fly a biplane. God, I remember ages ago, years ago now, we were doing War Thunder, and we were doing like another arcade battle. But for some reason, I can't remember what it was. We'd managed to bring in like tier 1 biplanes into a jet match, and like we could just kill the jets because the jets aren't programmed to kill targets that are that slow. You can just outmaneuver a jet in a biplane so easily. Yeah, Crimson one. Screw off. I still had 2,000 rounds of this left. I'm surprised we haven't got an A10 yet, to be honest. You read this diplomat? You are, okay, cool. Oh my god, diplomat, I love you. There's no A10. Boo!
Finally moved
They
to
killed
Prospero,
2 AA.
and thermal
You
activity
killed
within
2
hotspots in
AA
Cascadia is
allies.
subsiding. By
Jesus.
not letting up the pressure, and by taking our land back, even during Cascadia's darkest hours, we have now taken back the initiative, the offensive, and soon enough, our country. Federation forces throughout the country are retreating off coast, congregating in Presidia. This means that they'll have their final stand on this continent in our capital city.
It's definitely true that the Harrier hasn't really been in Ace Combat, so it actually is quite a nice, difference. There's never really, I was talking to Skim, like, I wonder how they did Harriers in Ace Combat. They have never been in Harrier in Ace Combat. Rockfoot as well? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember seeing a Frogfoot in Ace Combat. I know there hasn't been a Harrier before. Oh good, there's no more.
The time is
Yes.
nearly upon us. Presidia is on the horizon, and the Federation is cornered like a rat in Cascadia. This is their final beast, and they are desperately trying to keep it fed.
The Independence Force is preparing for one last naval engagement before the siege of Presidia begins. For months, ever since the lockdown on aerial cargo and commerce, the Federation military in the region has used Presidian ports to assist its supply train. This only increased when Prospero was lost and the geothermal
or less
factors
used
were
planes.
reignited.
That's cool. Okay,
Our fleet
there are some very cool
along the
planes here that I'm
domain
looking
has
forward
tried
to.
its best to plug all the holes in our own blockade. However, the Federation has brute forced their way into having a line. The naval convoy is the Federation's only lifeline left. Once it is severed, we can choke out the considerable defenses of Presidia. However, there is also another objective to this. In Presidia's main naval harbor is the Federation's first naval battle group. Its concentration within the harbor currently represents the strongest component of Presidia's defenses. Ever since the war started, they have not moved from their position in order to reinforce the city. We intend to change that. By taking out these vital convoys, we anticipate that this fleet will have to respond in order to keep Presidia from being trapped. Independence Force naval elements not already predisposed are being rerouted to just outside of Presidian waters to throw themselves upon the naval blockade. Its destruction, the immediate replacement with our own blockade, and then the removal of the Federation's own naval force is paramount in winning this war. Support our naval forces in sinking the Federation Navy. Victory here means we save a lot of lives when the final push comes.
I don't know if there's a Rafale. There was a plane that we thought for the longest time was a Rafale, but then we realized it wasn't a Rafale. It was a Saab 37. We'll go through the planes we've got so far. Maybe we've unlocked one more. Oh, Should we go for the whole... It's not long. It's not much at the moment. We get anything new to play around with? No. Okay, so Trainer MiG-21, Trainer F4 Phantom, MiG-21, Saab Vibin 37, F4 Phantom, F-16 Fighting Falcon. This was a cool one because this is a Canadian plane. Because the Avro Arrow. This is generally interesting because it's a plane I've never heard of before. It's a Canadian interceptor, which is kind of cool. Viggen. He was like a double consonant. It's a Saab 37 Viggen. This is an Avro Arrow, which is a Canadian interceptor, which I've never heard of before, which is cool. It's like, oh my god, this is a plane that exists I've never even heard of before. I haven't actually used it yet, but the Frogfoot, which is ridiculously good at anti-ground because I think it can put lag on every slot. It also has so many gun pods as well. MiG-31, the Foxbat, Tomcat. I think it's the D, so technically Super Tomcat. Fulcrum, Harrier. I wish the Harrier had more guided missiles. It's just unguided stuff or gun pods. The Hornet, Eagle, Flanker, Flanker F. I keep calling it the Terminator because of what's the old shoot 'em up? Arrow something. What is the old shoot 'em up? Arrow something. Arrow Fighters? Is it Arrow Fighters? That had an Su-37 in it, and it was called the Terminator in that. This is the F-15 active. Then these two chimeras here. This thing is an F-22 mixed with a... And this is the Chimera, which I think is just reminds me a lot of the Wyvern, which is my favorite plane from Ace Combat, is the Wyvern. X2 Wyvern. From Ace Combat 4, I think? No. Where's the Wyvern from? Is it 4 or 3? Or does it predate those as well? Can't remember. But the Wyvern's my favorite plane. Anyway. They want me to kill everything, don't they? Like, what do you want to kill? Everything. Okay, fine, we'll kill everything. 176. We're so close to getting you. We're so close to picking you up. I'd buy something else, but I'm so close to picking up the active. Which is just this, but super tuned. I'll take you then. Should I take gun pods? Gun pods, MLAA, lags. Go. Was the Avro Arrow cancelled? When we were looking into it, but wasn't sure. Avro. They only built okay. It's not a paper plane, but they only built 5 of them. It's a shame because it looks really nice. Like, visually, it looks really cool. In the old like 1950s, 1960s look of planes. That's a shame. Then again, it's like, did Canada really need an interceptor? Really? Oh my god. You do not have to cross the T. I mean, you really don't. Missiles away. We've got 2, it looks like. Okay. Man 1 engaging. That was ridiculously quick. Okay, where are they? Cargo ship, Sam's.
Take them while they're at range. If they're getting close, it's gonna be messy. Ground asset knocked out.
Woo!
If we use any of the defense we tell here, the city's defense integrity falls drastically. So it's important that it doesn't counteract. Missile is on the way. Hard rock, let it fly. We just ducked in view. How many planes left do we have on QRF? 65% of all deployed Federation Air Forces in Cascadia is inoperable. The remaining 35% are being pulled out. Only volunteers are staying behind.
Yeah, let me do all the work, why don't you?
Wingman team, aim for the larger vessels and the convoys while you've got
Oh.
ammo at your disposal. You take those down, you're gonna have a lot less coming back up at you. God damn it, it's the sister ship. Radar intel indicates that this is the last combat effective naval group in theater. Wingman team, destroy the DeGenesis battle group, and we'll lock down Presidia. All allied units, stand by. Working on you. Missiles tracking. This is Captain Woodward of the Cascadian Warship Eminent Domain to all remaining Federation.
Turns out, if they're not a boss wing, these things are a lot easier to shoot down.
Stand down and egress from this AO at once. Power down your radar and weapon systems and we will cease engagement. This is your only warning. Do not engage. For the lives of your sailors, captains are begging you. Want to try, damn it. Engage! Positive tone.
Alright. You got. The railguns turned up yet?
Guns, port side. We need to take out that flagship before it gets a beat on Hitman. Hurry up on this south. Get the ships that are close together. Use your splash damage if you've got the weapons.
Splash damage? What? I'm not getting anything that splashes that big. I'm not using huge unguided bombs here, it's crazy. Oh,
Monarch is locked on.
hello.
I've got a missile tower on me. I've got enough of an angle. We've got hostiles ready to engage. Ground asset knocked out.
Missed? Oh, carrier, right. Okay. That was big. I misread cruiser as carrier. Oh, carrier as cruiser. Yeah, definitely need to kill you. Not entirely sure why I managed to kill a carrier with 20 mil, but sure.
Shot down. Good tone, good tone. God damn. Missile shot off.
Another carrier down there. Cruiser, FNLC, landing ship, LCS. I don't see the carrier though. We got. Okay, one fighter left. Are you gonna make me go all the way over there? If I get the kill on that thing, I'll be A, happy, and B, very disappointed in you, because the amount of fighters swarming that one thing. It's like that thing is me. It's like every other fighter. There's me, like there's like player tier, then there's like boss tier, and then there's enemy fighters tier, and then there is the rest of your team tier. And it's like, really? Okay, let's find the railguns first, because there's gonna be railguns here somewhere. There they are. Assassin. Did we kill all the railguns? No, there's still railguns flying around. Oh, CSRs, there you are. Good. Okay. That's not how this works, but sure. Ow. Ooh. cruiser's over there as well. Although I kind of want to do that battleship while I still can, because it's probably worth money.
Missile is on the way.
Sunk a battleship with 20 mil, because sure.
Keep 'em guessing.
Mine. 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 Got it. Haha, my kill. Screw you guys. Carrier over there.
Right on target.
Right, go deal with the carrier now. All that's left is... Huh? What's behind me? Oh, those guys. They're not actually priority targets, really? Oh, crap. No! Oh my god, they're gonna crash midair. Dang it!
Sinking. Any rebel ships left? Let's start tying the noose.
All ships form around the imminent domain. The Federation had no chance to leave. Begin the blockade.
We are back in business. It's good to have you back, boss. You bet your ass it is.
Taking ships is thirsty work, you're not wrong. Good. Yeah, the Rafale and the Mirage would be nice.
The noose is beginning to tighten, and the Federation will need some time, if they are at all able to rally forces in order to break our blockade. It is in this time that we will reclaim Presidia. With our reinforcements having arrived...
I thought we were done with the whole Cordium interference.
Hitman, Galaxy. Glad to see you're still kicking. This last month abroad has been really, really interesting. Long story short, a good part of the world is knowing where the wind is blowing. And I've got myself an army no one has ever seen before. Mercenaries, freedom fighters, maybe a secret proxy squadron or two from anti-Federation powers. But hey, we're all in it together now. Refit and reload. We'll get back to it soon enough.
We're gonna let the blockade stew for as long as we can as invasion preparations are set. But we've gotta move fast on the capital, or they'll be too entrenched. Hitman team, stand by. May the Dust Mother see us through.
The Force be with you too. I want a new toy. I want a new toy. I don't think that put me above the
I brought everyone
amount.
I could find. Every freedom fighter, every war junkie, every soldier of fortune. Throughout the world, Cascadia has become a beacon of rebellion against the Federation. And for that, I have gathered an army. They're no Sicario, but it's the best we've got. And the rebels will take everything they can. At first, when taking this job, I thought it was only business. That I could find my glory here. But after all they've done, what they did to us, to Sicario, Only blood will pay for this contract now.
We intended to keep the blockade going for at least a month to drain the Federation defenders, but circumstances have forced our hand. We are moving on Presidia today.
Listen up. This is it.
With the supply lines cut and the blockade holding against any reinforcements, Presidia is the final Federation stronghold in Cascadia. Once it falls, Cascadia will be liberated. The city has been deeply entrenched against both land and air attacks. The firepower which exists there now is the sum of any units that have survived this long into the war. With no way out, their only chance at survival is to fight. We intend to meet them and then end them outright. The operation to take back Presidia will be separated into 4 cardinal parts: land, air, sea, and endgame. All combat operational ground forces will be pushing into Presidia from inland, surrounding the enemy forces. From there, they will start dismantling the resistance and taking control of the city.
Cascadia is kind of where California is. Federation is kind of like all around, like all around the Ring of Fire.
Overhead, the last of the Federation air power and country will be out trying to inflict as much damage on the IF as possible. Once these factors are accounted for and our forces are in position, the final phase will commence. We will start moving into the city toward the port to wipe out the Federation from Cascadia once and for all. Hitman Team, you are among our most veteran elements among the Independence Force. You will be our spearhead. It is by your attacks that the offensive will conduct itself. Choose which element of the battle you want to take on and in what order. We're still trying to gather last-minute reinforcements ourselves, and scavenging what the Federation has left behind, but without your support, it will not be enough. We don't know how this battle will be won, but it ends in the complete and utter devastation of either us or them. Cascadia is our home, and Presidia is its heart. The flag that flies over it at the end will decide all of our fates.
Okay. Time for a new toy. Hopefully. I can afford it. Yes, I can afford the active. I'm gonna grab it just because I want to play with it. It has a different. Ooh, it has more wing pylons as well. Got more pylons. Yeah, interesting. We're grabbing you though. Hail to the yes. I'm grabbing you. Right, let's take you on. Right, so you have your first slot is 6 hard points, which is just begging to be an MLAA. That said, it. This would be the, hang on. So, oh my god, the loadout on this thing's insane. I've got 6 gun pods. Hey, Arnie. How's it going? There are a lot of pylons in this thing. Holy crap. I can't believe I could put that. Hang on, whoa. Okay. I want to see something. Don't return to menu. Best back up. If I put MLAAs there and here, do I have a 10 missile MLAA salvo I can use? Enjoy my little break, getting nice and refreshed from you. Hey, how's me? I'm doing good. I am enjoying it because I'm not technically back yet, but I had a hankering for some streaming. A Harrier with better speed. This should be more maneuverable than the Harrier. If I put the gun pods in it, I just want to find out if I can get a 10 missile MLAA burst. 6. Boo. I want to try for 10. Let me just do 10. It would be the most amazing thing ever. Because look at that. Look at that. It's insane.
Show them what that means. To all mercenaries, do not count days. Do not count miles. Count only the number of threats you have killed.
Yes, I can. That is a 10 missile MLAA burst. Please give me enough targets. I want enough targets to make this count. Please. Lock onto everything. This. That's only 7. Oh my god, that makes that. Oh, that made my heart so happy. That made my heart so happy. They literally have not got enough planes in the air so I can lock onto it all. Oh my god.
Box 2.
Oh my god, this thing turns like a dream. It actually turns like a dream. This thing actually turns like a dream. What am I doing?
Missile away, missile away. Target down.
Oh, it's one of you. It's one of me, I mean. I bet I can fly it better than you.
Light him up. Missile away. Monarch Box 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna move away because I want to see if I can get I want to see if I can get everyone locked on again because oh my god that was just good for my heart. Only 3 last.
Stacked up. Cleared for guns.
Oh, hang on. Someone's got some railguns down there. Who's firing railguns? It is down there.
All fighters, the air is opened up above Presidia. Eliminate all hostiles. Maintain current angels and engage the enemy. Accept nothing less than total air superiority.
Let me at him.
No big deal, right? You have the money. Monarch ready to fire.
My god, this thing's maneuverable. Railguns on the airships, though. Let's turn around. How many can you lock on? Oh my god. That is just so cool. It's tactically very, very bad, especially in hard, because you don't get to hit a lot of stuff with MLAAs in hard. But it's still amusing as all hell. Where's the Sam again? The Sam is on the left side, right? Never mind, we got it. See who's on you.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Now what's left? I gotta say, shooting down those things above the town doesn't sound like a very wise idea. Whew. Oh. Just shot my own plane there. There you go. Over there. There you are. Looking for you.
Monarch, you've got a good rock. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Just never mind. Ooh, boss time, I assume. Hey there, Harl! Welcome, but you missed that raid. Thank you very much. How's it going?
Look at those ships. They're all battle damaged.
Pizza is the best food in the universe. You make a strong case. Ooh, werewolf. You got a weird name. Now, or I'm gonna fire all my missiles at you. You're a carrier, it looks like.
If we destroy these ships, we'll wipe the Federation Navy on this side of the planet.
Give me 20 mil cannons. Oh my god, my 20 mil cannons did not sink the carrier. Good heavens. That doesn't happen, that never happens. Bomb my missiles. That did it. Now it's on lags. Lags already? Ow. Flying in a straight line there was a stupid thing to do. Ow. I'm playing around too much.
Monarch, you locked on. Monarch, opening fire. I'm engaging. Missiles locking on.
Cruiser down. that second cruiser didn't get hit.
Search and destroy. Missile is on the way. Radar lock. Take him down.
Battleship's mine. Don't you dare. Battleship is mine. My battleship.
Positive tone.
You. Really?
It's mine.
Left his last cruiser.
I'll take care of this one.
The lag isn't hitting this thing for some reason. Never mind.
Can't maintain combat viability. The Federation Navy is out of action. Hitman, retask ASAP. Disregard, Hitman. Second one enough. Run into a friendly call signs. You survived, Ronan?
Right. Probably needed more lags. Can I have a refit, please? I would like to land on one of those carriers. That'd be nice.
Positive tone. Ground unit destroyed.
Whoop, sorry. Just killed someone's house there.
Not one step back. We will stand against the Federation.
7 missiles left. 007 missiles left. Come on.
The attack has begun. All units, link to my IFF network for the ground assault. This is gonna get messy.
Just took out the top floor of some building there. Whoops.
Push the defensive base lines. Units, get to your blocking positions.
Right? Okay. Artillery's down.
Kill them all so they may never come back. Set up positions. Hitman team, we have IDs on remaining targets in Presidia. Kill them all.
No, wipe them out.
Hold on a second. Too little, too late, damn it. All units cease engagement immediately.
This is Independence Force HQ, representing the free and civil government of Cascadia. All active units, stand down. I repeat, all units currently engaged, cease fighting immediately.
I have conflicting orders from above. What's going on? All Federation military forces operating within the territory of Cascadia are to stand down and evacuate. This is an order from your Prime Executive, effective immediately.
That's not what the subtitles say.
Transcript. Hold on. Let's see, the parties participating in a neutral conference held in the land of the Republic of
There's nothing alive, dude.
Less than 10 yards away from hostile infantry. What am I supposed to do? All units stand down. I repeat, stand down. This is what we've been looking for. Block off all roads to the Federation Embassy. Wave everyone down. I'll be damned if I let any spies through.
Is that it? Is the war over? Just like that?
We did it. We did it. I can't believe it. We resisted the Federation.
All units are directed to clear a path to the harbor for surrendering Federation units. They will be transported out by sea.
If you want to survive, get to the harbor. Throw down your guns and run. Anyone who's wearing a Federation tag will be taken as a prisoner. I don't like this. We've all been blueballed. All units, stand by. Let them know who won this war. I'm flying right next to them. What's our exit?
All units stand by. Maintain presence over Presidia as the Federation makes their exit.
Stand by. All units, just hold on.
Wow. Hello. I was waiting for you.
What? My warnings are going off. Who's ever doing this better cease fire. The war's off.
I'm not getting anything on my warnings. What's going on?
Heads on a swivel. Now. All of us. We've been spiked.
Hey, look, it's me.
Contact. Faded. I see you. Break.
Oh, Jesus. Again? Again? Really? It's the second time today! We shot you down, Crimson. God dang. I was wrong. Maybe there isn't going to be like a heel flip. We just got to meet the heel properly this time. Oh, there's not even a leaving debrief. It's just like, yep, you're getting paid for this, but there's no leaving debrief. About 30k worth. I want a solo wing pixie skin. I want a solo wing pixie skin. Better have one.
You're a slave to history. Even after calamity, you fight against the only
I've got 10 missiles with your name in it.
the safety of your people. You solely are responsible for this.
What are you flying in? Caution, Crimson. You and your...
You have to show for yourself, Mark. Lips, broken throat. I will bury you so completely. The earth will turn over 1,000 times before your body's dug up.
Can I stop with the jittering, please? It's kind of really difficult to see what's happening with the jittering. Thank you.
You can't run. You can't hide. You made this decision long ago. You can't back out of this deal.
I hit you with a missile. How interesting.
I'm Cascadian. Connected to truly fighting over my homeland, killing my own countrymen. If you would have showed up, I never would have lost all that I have.
Where are you, buddy? There you are. When your first bar is done, you can be a bit more of a threat. What I wouldn't give for some QAMs right now. Well, I'm thankful this thing's actually as movable as it is. I get the feeling this fight would be a lot harder with something less maneuverable. Alright, it's your first wing down. Hello, Railgun. These people are deluded. You nuked the place. I did nothing. It's like, oh, what have you done for the Cascadia? It's like, you wrecked Cascadia to their homes. Like, no, that was you. That was you. Well, no, I'm playing a game. To be fair, that is fair. Because I'm playing a game, I'll do whatever the little arrow on the screen tells me. I have very little agency in the situation. Ow. Like, I see that they're trying to give you like a soloing Pixie-esque conversation here, like a massive philosophical thing, but this is no soloing Pixie. Like, is he annoyed at my job? Genuinely, I don't understand what his problem is. Okay, that I understand. Like, if he's just like, he's like, okay, I've committed so many crimes in the name of the Federation that I can't live. So either you kill me, or I kill you, then kill myself. Like, I can kind of understand, like, that thing of, like, he's done so much bad that he can't even begin to justify it. And he wants to kill me because he thinks I'm responsible for it. But... Alright, layer 2 down. No. Unless you're originally Cascadian, in which case, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, this isn't like a long fight. I mean, this is day 200 of the war. What the hell was that? Excuse me? Those are new. Okay, let's not get hit by those. Ah, boy. Gotcha. No, but they didn't deserve you as a squadron leader. You're clearly psychotic. Like, you are not well. Ow, that hurt. Oh, I'm in the middle of that thing over there. That's not good. Ow. Oh, avoid those wherever they are. They're probably not nice. Did I get him? I think I did. Oh wow, I get a life bar. No, those things probably hurt. I've lost my HUD. Hopefully I've got infinite missiles now because I have no idea how much I've got left. Ow, Jesus. God. I guess if those things turn up, I need to make sure I'm flying through them quickly before they become active. Ow. Ooh, hit ya. Good hit. Ooh. You're not firing. Ooh, what's actually firing the railguns? It's not you. I have no idea what's up, what's down, what's left, what's right now. Well, left and right I know because it's relative. Up and down, less so. Oh, never mind. Ow, Jesus, that hurts. Ow, hurts again. do it before it turns on. Ow. No, that... I don't... Please tell me if I died onto the whole mission again. Please. Not the whole mission, please. I'll do the boss fight again, not the whole mission. Ah, Jesus. That was a bad flare, bad flare. Ah. I hate you. 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 Maybe a couple more missiles. Railguns. Okay, we're so close now. We're so close. Like occasionally, the game just lets missiles hit him. Oh god, no! Oh my god, it's almost a railgun. I'm not sure how much more I can take here. Probably, maybe one more railgun hit, if that. Really? The last minute dodge? Ah, God. Ah. Screw you. Woo! Woo! Why? Like... Like, they were trying to go for something like... Did I miss something, or is this, like, not as impactful as it needs to be? Like, this is trying to be, like, a deep conversation, but I clearly must have missed an important part of it. Like, this is meant to be, like, reminiscent of, like, your, like, final Ace Combat missions, where you have this massive conversation with the... with, like, the main antagonist or something. But they haven't really been building them up at all. Why is he fighting Pixie Dust all the time? I think that's Cordium engines. I mean, yeah, no, I missed lots of context, but it just didn't feel like it was a thing, you know? What was the deal? Was it ever explained what the deal was? What is the deal? What was the thing that was so amazing that caused us to not just run away? What was the thing that was supposed to be legal? No, they basically kept us there. We were about to run away after the original like bombing of Cascadia, but something like theoretically like illegal or something isn't explained. Yeah, I was gonna say something that was like it should be illegal to have what we had. That deal was too much. They basically offered us something that was so incredible that there's no way around it. But Hitman 1 WSO. Oh yeah, weapon safety officer. I swear they got some of the same voice actors from Ace Combat. The guy who does the Galaxy must be the same person. Ah. The same person. Well, if it's not the same person, they got the vibe of the voice is perfect. Diorama Digital is a Brazilian company. By those names, it's Brazilian. Special thanks to Ace Combat fan. That's truly that's everybody. You. Oh, thank you. Water. Water. Solo Q Pixie, Ace Combat fan, and Loney. I must have backed this somewhere, so maybe I'll turn up here. Good question. Will my name turn up Good question. Will my name turn up here? Because I did back this. I enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed it tremendously. Like, I probably needs to like it was trying for me from a playing perspective. It was trying to hit the story beats of an Ace Combat game, which it mostly did. Like the twists was great. Like the oh my god, Cascadia is basically bombed into the Stone Age by like the same thing as the Calamity. And that was really good, really fun. It just seemed to me, at least from my perspective from playing the game, that there wasn't that much to like set up Crimson One as the big bad person. That I maybe I missed a lot of the stuff while I was fighting, because I find it equally annoying in Ace Combat where they just do story beats while you're flying around, having to dodge missiles so you can't actually follow the story. And it felt like you're having this massive like conversation with like Crimson One in the same style of like you have a massive in Ace Combat Zero. You have this massive conversation with Solo Wing Pixie about borders and the existence of borders and how borders shouldn't exist. And Solo Wing Pixie is essentially Big Boss. This massive conversation about conversation. You don't speak. It's just the guy talking to you. Borders in Ace Combat 7, you have the expert who's like the ace pilot, who is basically the person who basically all the drones emulate him, and you basically have this massive fight with him, and you're talking about like what is a good pilot, what does it mean to be a pilot, and you have this huge thing talking to Crimson One, and I don't know what he's talking about at all. Yeah. I know. I'd figured that already, Beric. I can't remember what name I put down, so I'll tell you at the end if I saw myself. When I back something on Kickstarter, I tend to back it at like these days. I back something at the lowest possible level to give me access to the finished game. I don't pay extra for alpha. I don't pay extra for anything. I'll usually go for the lowest base level of the game. Because it kind of saves me from being like hurt by, oh my god, I spent £300 on this backer and it sucked. No, I usually go for the minimum amount to get me a finished game upon release. When the dev team is happy, I will play the game. So I'm not sure where I come in here, even if I put myself in there, because I'm not even sure. This doesn't seem to be in any order as well, which is really odd. But yeah, like, well, because you can pay, like, some people clearly paid loads to design planes, or to get get access to the alpha. XO2, that's the Wyvern from Ace Combat Wyvern. My favorite plane. Going back to like the last fight. What on earth was Crimson One talking about? Genuinely, what on earth was Crimson One talking about there? As if like the entire that's the weird thing, right? From the moment after the twist and the massive bombing of Cordium missiles, everyone sort of treated us like we were the bad guys, or we screwed up, or we did something badly. Everyone seems to act as if we did something badly, but as far as I can tell, we did nothing wrong. Like, Cascadia, the only thing Cascadia did was want to be independent of the Federation. That's how this starts off. Cascadia wants to be independent, the Federation clamps down hard. It's the only thing Cascadia did. Cascadia does all these things, and Crimson is an insane person who basically bombs Cascadia back into the Stone Age. I didn't switch allegiance at all. No, not at all. There's no switching of allegiances. There usually is a situation in Ace Combat games where the side you're backing, something becomes evil or something. But that didn't happen. They played it straight. You are always on the same side. The twist is basically the nuking of Cascadia. Essentially. Razgriz actual. You can just tell how many... Everyone here is like massive Ace Combat fans. Razgriz is your name in Ace Combat 5. It doesn't sorry, but it did definitely feel like the Raven's a lunatic, because he was saying stuff that just did not resonate with me as a character at all. It's like, it's all your fault. Why were you like, this world is your fault, as if I was the chief mercenary who allows mercenaries. No, I wasn't even the boss of my own company. Like, I thought they were going to do the whole thing of like, oh my god, okay, Assassin leaves and then suddenly you are the leader of your company. It's like, nope, you're still working for Assassin. There are a few people from Free Space 2 community. I haven't seen myself, to be honest, so I'm not sure where I am in this thing, if I am at all. And because it's not in order, I don't feel the need to read everyone's names just to make sure I'm there, you know? So I have no idea if I'm in there or not. Not a clue. Not a clue. But all said and done, gameplay-wise, this game is so good. So good. Like, this plays as good as Ace Combat, and some of things are better than Ace Combat. Like, the weapon switching is amazing, and that should be put into Ace Combat immediately. The next time they do Ace Combat 8 or whatever, weapon switching needs to be in there, because weapon switching is so good. It lets you tailor your ships, your planes. I always say ships, damn it. It always lets you tailor your planes to the mission at hand. Because before he's like, okay, ships. Planes have different weapons, but you can only take one of them. Whereas like, no, here you can have different hard points, different pylons, and you can set them up with this specific loadout, or this choice, which is unique to the plane. But it could mean you can actually have anti-ground and anti-air at the same time. Which is really, really good. Yes, the whole thing about me going against history, remember, like, what? That has nothing to do with it. Like, there's nothing, like, what was that about? You know? If it was literally... Again, I keep coming back to Soloing Pixie, because Soloing Pixie, I think, is Keanu Reeves. Maybe. Because Soloing Pixie, I think, is what they were trying to go for. Right? It's what I said, the quintessential last boss fight. where you're fighting someone in a vastly. Hey, there, man. You can see, yeah. There's no mouse, but you can see me there. Yay, it is me. Hello, my name. I did put the correct name there. Sweet. Where you have this massive fight and like the fate of not the world, but the fate of like large countries are at stake because. And Soloing Pixie has this whole thing where he's been your wingman for most of the game. Like he has been on your side for most of the game. Like you are the rookie and he's supporting you, and then you got the whole plane. You basically forge a massive bond with this guy, and then there's like the twist happens, etc. Like if you haven't played Ace Combat games prior to this, they're mostly PS2 games, but they're fantastic. PS1, PS2 games. I hardly recommend it. So but they have this whole like relationship you build up with Soloing Pixie, and the entire game of Ace Combat 0 is basically told as an interview of a journalist interviewing Soloing Pixie about what happened during the game. It's really well done, and there's branching story to a certain degree. Like what you do as a pilot affects the story. Like you can be like a mercenary who kills everything, or an honorable knight who doesn't down planes that are retreating, etc. And all that sort of weaves into the story and your relationship to Soloing Pixie and what Soloing Pixie talks to you about at the end. And you have this massive, basically heart to heart. Even then, you can't speak. You don't have a voice. With Soloing Pixie, and that felt really impactful, whereas this just felt like this came out of nowhere. Mercenaries are hated in the Project Wingman world, and Crimson One being the Federation of Aces can't possibly do Soloing work. Yeah, I get the wounded ego thing. That I understood. It just felt like it was way more than that. He was ranting about more than that. It just felt like his rants were just way over the top, and I couldn't take it seriously because it was so over the top. It also helps to a certain degree that Ace Combat has a bigger budget, obviously, so they have like between missions, they have like little animation stuff where the plot can exist not in the mission. Things can happen with the plot that don't happen within a mission. So that can help build up characters and stuff. And also, whenever there were big plot points in Ace Combat games, they tend to tone down the fighting a little bit here and there, just to make sure that you're focused on what's happening. So you don't, even though there is fighting, talking happening in the background, it doesn't tend to be massive plot dump. I've seen myself now, so I can skip the rest of this. We hope your journey through the campaign has been an enjoyable one. The game is far from the perfect game, when we acknowledge that. It will have inherent shortcomings. Agreed, fair enough. It's got its problems, but on a certain level, it's been fantastic. Everyone on the development team is extremely proud of what you have done. It's been a very exciting and emotional journey, and we'd like to thank everyone who helped. I couldn't read the end of that. I'm sure it was important. And that was really good. I really enjoyed that. Like, gameplay-wise, that's fantastic. Hang on, let's do a quick check. Did we unlock anything else? Oh, we get game modifiers. Double... Oh, God, that's nasty. Budget cuts. Increased damage both ways. Ammo's reduced. Handling reduced. Secondary gun only. Triple ammo. Enemy indicators don't appear unless they're targeted. Radar only shows direction of the enemy. Enemy spawns with the highest rank. Enemy fighter spawns doubled. Enemy fighters spawn with an additional lethal attachment. And Speed Demon, your afterburner is stuck. We were playing all that in hard, by the way. I just want to find out if there are any planes unlocked. Happens here. Did you unlock any planes? I think there's a total of 21 missions, which you really can't. I mean, Kings is the last mission, the very last boss mission. Wait, what planes did we get our hands on here? Have we unlocked anything new? There we go. So the SP-34R, which looks a bit like the Morgan. Looks a little bit like the Morgan. And this is what he was flying in, the The PW Mark 1. Max speed 4,000. Roll rate ridiculously high. Turn rate 150. Yaw rate 15. Is that the highest turn rate? Yeah. Highest yaw rate, highest turn rate, highest roll rate. Highest speed, highest acceleration. Highest everything. Ironically, there's still a max response rate. Max response rating. So what do we have here? Slant missiles. RG railgun. BMLU. Not sure what that is. The Spar SP-34R. So these are the made-up planes then. Well, that's a mixed plane, and these are the made-up planes. MGP. Oh, gun pod, sure, but what's I? What is an I? SP-34R. That's what we fought. That's what Frost was in when we fought Frost. I wish I could play them. I haven't got the money. They cost so much money. They cost so much money. I'm very glad we managed to get enough money to unlock this thing in the end, by the way, because this thing actually made the last fights doable. This thing is so maneuverable. Improved. Possibly improved. Alright, so that's the end of the campaign. Which I'm very glad that we did, and thank you for hanging around with. There's also Conquest, which I believe is a kind of a free-form, wave-based, you earn money and you keep going, I think is how that works. I think it's basically like a rogue. Really? I don't say roguelike, it's not really a roguelike. It's basically you just, I think as far as I'm aware, Conquest is you basically, you fight a random mission, get money, unlock, carry on, get prestige points, reset unlocks. Kind of thing over and over again. Difficulty modifier, alert modifiers, you earn money, unlock planes, and carry on. To keep going, which is kind of cool, but not tonight anyway. It gets hard to, I would assume so, yes. Oh, wow. Exactly 3 hours, how about that? We had exactly 3 hours left of game. I'm gonna call it there, I think. It was nice to get back into streaming for a little bit, which is kind of cool. Thank you very much, everyone who was here for the journey through with Project Wingman, because I definitely enjoyed it. It's one of those games I'm definitely not disappointed with this at all. Some games you get Kickstarter comes through, it's like, oh really, whatever. But it's like, no, this was cool. I really enjoyed this. It was definitely worth the whatever 30 quid, whatever it was. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I'm going to call it there. I'm not sure when I'm going to be... I'll probably be back on Wednesday, but I've got no plans. Like I said, I'm not on schedule until after the new year. So, I'll see you on Wednesday, maybe? Keep an eye on my Discord. I'll see if I can raid anyone. And how are you going to earn them? I might do it off camera, just to see what it's like. But, we'll see. Anyway. I'll see if there's anyone I can raid now, but thank you very much everyone for hopping by, and I will send you to someone else. Let's see if you can find someone more interesting. Someone more interesting than me.